Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Ethereum, its valuations against Bitcoin. Um, Seeing it how has it has broken the 20-week moving average. Although the 20-week moving average isn't necessarily a hard and fast rule with Ether Bitcoin, more so you could say maybe with the US dollar as a better example. But regardless, Ethereum against Bitcoin is had a pretty nasty week last week, dropping about 12%, just under 12%. Today we're down about this week we're down about 2%, and looks to be about to test previous support at about 0.0572 Bitcoin. Now, there are a few things to take note of, right? We're in Q4. We know that altcoins in general tend to perform a little worse uh, in comparison to Bitcoin. This is something that you can see with the dominance chart right now. You can see that Bitcoin dominance is rising, and this started in the middle of September, but it wasn't until October where we saw a 2.99 percentage point move up, which is pretty impressive. Definitely Ethereum leading 12% against Bitcoin has something to do with that. Regardless, we are looking to test previous support. And beyond that, where do we see Ethereum going? Well, this bleed uh, could be bad, right? It can be something like what we see here. From August all the way to December, we saw a 30% move down, right? And if we bring it back to uh, maybe the peaks of September, we're already down 19%, down to the red line of support. That's 25%, and perhaps down to 0.0536 Bitcoin. We're down about 30% again. So this is kind of I would say the forecast for Ethereum, how far it's going to bleed. I mean, we're already in the middle of October, just going into the middle of October. So there's definitely plenty of time left, for Ethereum to make some moves within it. So like as you can see, even with this bleed, it bled into November. November we saw a rally and then another continuation to the downside. So that is also something to keep in mind as well, that we can see potential bounces and further corrections with this asset. As of right now, though, I think it's a little too early to make the call that this is the bottom, this is not the bottom, etc. I would like to see this play out a little further, but Ethereum is now going to be a priority for me to accumulate within this quarter. The last quarter, my focuses were for Chainlink, accumulating around this area here, and Aave and Tezos. The former two, Chainlink and Aave are not doing very well, but Tezos did, and I capitalized a little bit on that. And so for at least this quarter, I am looking towards Ethereum. Looking towards Ethereum to start accumulating. If it comes back to this level here, it's probably where I'll start accumulating. And then if it goes further, if it bleeds further, then I accumulate more. And this is why I think it's important to have a very large Bitcoin position, not only to mitigate your risk, which I would say is an important aspect to any kind of portfolio management, but it's also your spending money, right? It is the asset that I use to buy other altcoins. And you want to buy altcoins when their Bitcoin valuations are at, favorable positions. This is why I look at the Ether Bitcoin chart. This is why I look at the Chainlink Bitcoin chart. It's why I look at Uni Bitcoin, because I buy everything with Bitcoin. Um, and that's simply it. You want to know if Bitcoin's being outpaced by these assets, or is Bitcoin outpacing these assets. Um, those are important questions to be answered. And right now, Bitcoin is king, and Bitcoin is dictating the market. If we look at what Bitcoin has done, Bitcoin has been putting, for the past 2 weeks, 10+% moves per week. We're up 4% this week. And it seems like it's going to be testing prior all-time highs. Um, uh, in that time frame, in the meantime, if Bitcoin continues to do that, odds are Ethereum's going to continue to bleed. And if it does, then I'll be looking to buy Ethereum with my Bitcoin. Another thing to take into consideration is the RSI. The RSI right now is 49.60. Realistically, just in straight smack dab in the middle between overbought and oversold. We can see in even in bull markets in rallies that Ethereum can come back down to the 30 range on the RSI, but I wouldn't necessarily hold my breath for it. Probably an area that we could see is kind of like these holds here, right? This hold here held at this range here, and we could bleed further down, right? And this was back in last year, December, where we can bleed further down. So I would say that, not necessarily, it doesn't have to bounce here. It can bleed further, but I wouldn't necessarily expect 30 on the RSI anytime soon. If it does, great, I'm buying. Um, if not, then so be it. I'm not necessarily looking for, bottom of the barrel prices for Ethereum. I don't expect that, but I do expect a little better prices than where we are today. But that is all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.